Hello, I'm Alan Adcock with ASC Group. We're a cybersecurity and IT management firm based here in Atlanta, Georgia, and this show is Cyber Sentinel, where we talk about your business and security issues. On this episode of Cyber Sentinel, we're going to talk through one of the most common ways that companies are infiltrated, and that is through something called phishing. Phishing is where a bad actor will send you an email that looks legit. However, it is not. So on your screen, you should see a sample. This is from a pack of information for National Cybersecurity Awareness Month. But we're going to talk through kind of what we're looking at here. So, in this email, we've got a from line, which is, a legitimate looking source, obviously. So you can spoof these lines very easily. So this can look like it's, your boss, your CEO, your CFO, important people in your organization at an email address that looks very close to your email address, but it's not quite. What we've seen in attacks on some of our clients and other attacks we've heard about are oftentimes they will replace a character like an L with a similar character. The L's, the I's, those things get confused and your eye is easily confused by those. We had one where the .com they actually registered the full domain name and they did it at .co instead of .com. So really sneaky ways to try to trick you into making that look like it's a legitimate from address. There are some new technologies we're deploying that make it harder to do that, to where we can tag things that the system programmatically can tag things that aren't quite right. But it's your responsibility when you're going through your email to know that this, look for these things. This is really hard to do, by the way, on a phone or mobile device, because those devices typically don't show you that entire from line. So it'll have typically a subject line that is really catchy, something that's going to make you pay attention to this email, right? In this case, its response is required. As soon as possible. Something COVID-19 is big in the news right now, so something's very topical. The text and everything in these messages looks completely legit for the ones we've seen. They are able to intercept email, because email is sent open across the internet, right? It is not encrypted by default in any way. So your email communications are open out there and can be intercepted. All the graphics are freely available. So they can really impersonate this message to make it look like it's legitimately from, in this case, boss man. It'll look like it's coming from somebody who is legitimately in that position at your organization. That information is easy to find, right? We all have LinkedIn things. Everybody knows everybody's title, what their name is. All that is very easy to spoof in a message. And in this case, you can see there's a link there. In this case, they're collecting donations. People are generally want to help in crises or anything like that. We see this every time there's a hurricane, fire, some kind of natural disaster. We always see a ton of phishing messages that go out trying to get people to click links that they shouldn't be clicking on. In this case, if you hover over that link, it is not going to match what the topic of the message is. If you get an email that looks like it came from Apple about your iCloud account, and you hover over that, it's not going to be an iCloud link if it's a phishing attack. So in this case, it's this is a fake website.com/gotcha. They'll try to make that look as legit as they can. But anytime you've got a link that's hidden, in this case, it's the word here, it's hiding that actual URL that's going to, then they're trying to obscure where you're actually going to go. And in this case, you click on this, it's going to go to this infected website. That website's going to run code on your machine that is going to then infect your machine with something that you didn't really want to get. If your machine is running, if you're logged in as a full administrator on your machine, or your account has admin rights, then whatever this tool that they have faked you into clicking on is going to run with admin rights, and it's going to have a lot more power to infect your machine, and then it's going to spread laterally through your organization, infecting other machines. So this is the route that about 73% of all malware coming into an organization is going to follow this route through email, through convincing somebody to click on something that they should not click on in order to infect the rest of the organization. This could also have it's got an attachment up here at the top. So, you could have something embedded in that attachment as well. You open up that PDF file or whatever that file type is, and it could execute and go try to pull code from another website out there that would infect the system. So these are some good, simple things to look for as you're just going through your email. This is all social engineering. They're all preying on you as trying to trick you into doing something that you didn't intend to do. They know everybody's super busy. Everybody's trying to run through email really fast because you get piles and piles of email every day. And they're all trying to use this to their advantage in these kind of attacks. If you have questions about how you can help to protect your company against this kind of attack, please reach out to us. You can find us online at #Cyber Sentinel. You can also just reach out to us at ASC Group, and we'd be happy to talk to you about ways that we can help you train your employees, help you programmatically identify these emails coming in that are not legit. We have tools we can use to help scan those attachment links to make sure that those attachments and those links in an email are legit and are not going to go to a malware site. So there's a lot of technology we can deploy around this, and a lot of things we can do from a training standpoint to really get your company culture to the point where it is a cybersecurity first culture. Thank you very much.